Using Python means that we might be nowhere near as performant as using C or whatever, but we're able to create things really, really fast. And we're able to do interesting things with data very quickly. One of the challenges for us in creating our own devices was that we need to be able to configure those devices in the field. We need to be able to update their firmware, and they've got to be able to stream at 1 megabit per second, forward that information to different web sockets, all that sort of stuff. So we've chosen the way of, if you buy an IoT device from us, we will allow you to open source host the backend yourself onto whatever server you want, and you can fill up as many hard drives as you want all day long, because IoT should be democratized and you should be able to go through it with Python or Excel, understand your data, reconfigure your device in the field to give you the information that you actually need. We've used basically everything, and nothing can really keep up with the large amount of data that you can get from these IoT devices, so we've had to create it ourselves.
The code for the backend here is like they make it into like a small microservice for each service. In here there's like the junction. This is the part where it's directly interfacing with the front end basically. This is all where the backend endpoint is defined. So we support like a HTTP connection and a WebSocket connection. So it's up to the user whatever they want to use. The backend job is basically getting those data and transforming those data into the format that the user wants. The backend here is also logging some data into the database, and all of the transformation is done by another Python library.
We'll pipe data directly through another custom, which we call Junction, a custom Python program, which is basically a fast API to those devices using WebSockets. This thing can get filled up with heaps of data really, really quickly, and things in the cloud are really expensive if you've got egress. If someone over here, a big company like BHP or whatever, wants to consume data into their historian, that is piped off in JSON. This comes in protobuf. That's really expensive for us. We can't do a software as a service for customers. Not that it's cost effective. We'd have to charge a couple $100 a month, which no one wants to do when they're buying a device for $500. So this can all be open source and self-hosted on the client's particular server that they want.
Are you focusing on the low-code, no-code ease of use side, or are you focusing on, sounds like you're able to sample a lot of data?
Our first go-to-market strategy is being able to get sensor samples that no one else is getting, or do things that no one else is doing, which is the high-performance aspect, and the distributed control. So having multiple devices, might be an app or multiple devices in the field that can speak the same language and do that distributed sensing and control. That's a particular vertical that we're partnering with different companies to do. The end game for us is the low-code or the no-code solution that still allows you to do that using off-the-shelf sensors that any technically savvy person can just get in and do it. But that's, in my opinion, probably an order of magnitude harder than to do the go-to-market strategy we're doing currently. We really want to help the biggest portion of people we can.